Welcome to Hatter's Gymnasium for volleyball action tonight as Plymouth Whitemarsh takes on Hatboro-Horsham. I'm Alex Donaldson and I thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast. As we just saw, the JV team is playing right now and soon we will have varsity action. The undefeated Hatters are coming into this game with a 4-0 record, sitting on top of the SOL Liberty Division. Let's take a look at the standings right now. Again, in first place is Hatboro-Horsham with 4-0. Trailing by just one game is Upper Dublin with 3-1. Abington at 500 at 2-2. And the Hatters' opponent tonight, Plymouth Whitemarsh, 2-1. It'll be interesting to see if they tie with Abington coming out of this game. One of the consistent contributors to the Hatters' success is senior Jess Howard. Jess plays the very dynamic and challenging libero position in the back of the court. Now let's look at the Hatters' starting lineup. In the back, captain and libero Jess Howard, as we just mentioned. The starting setter will be Grace Howard. Setsko and Jones are the outside hitters. Down the middle will be Bombas and Lozier. Santo, the opposite hitters, and seniors Jenna Robinson and Sarah Lessig, the two defensive specialists for the Hatters. The Hatboro-Horsham Hatters are coached by John Young, currently in his 6th season, putting up an impressive 84-32 record. On the other side of the court, Plymouth Whitemarsh starting lineup has Sophia Reffolds as the libero in the back. The opposite hitter will be Malilo. The setter will be Riley Watton. O'Brien and Storty, the middle blockers, and the two outside hitters, Aja Smith and Neve Straff. They are coached by longtime coach Dave Stewart, currently in his 16th season, hosting a 133-108 record. Coming up next, volleyball action between PW and Hatboro-Horsham.
The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network captures huge events throughout the school year. Hold on to these precious memories by purchasing a DVD or video file of the events captured by the HHTV crew. Ordering is easy. Just go to hh-tv.com, click on the DVD tab, and the forms will be listed. Follow the simple instructions for ordering and your custom printed DVD will be yours for years to come. We have a vast library of past events that are also available to purchase. From grade school to middle school to high school, HHTV is there to capture memories that will last a lifetime. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network provides a variety of programming serving the HH community, from news about our school district to our award-winning sports coverage, to special events throughout the whole district. HHTV informs, educates, and entertains our community. We can be viewed on cable, YouTube, and Facebook. Come check us out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, hh-tv.com. HHTV, your source of school district news, information, and entertainment.
And welcome back to Hatters Stadium. Right now, varsity girls volleyball team finishing up their warm-ups and getting ready to play their 5th game of the season. On the other side of the court, PW going to be entering their 4th game this season. Again, PW sub 500, or just above 500, mind you. They are 2-1. Now if they can walk away with a win tonight, they will secure second place in the standings in the SOL Liberty Division. If they lose, they will take third, tying with Abington. Well, they will tie for third, tying with Abington, who's also 2-2. So it's going to be interesting to see if PW can walk away with a win and advance themselves in the standings, or if they drop the game and the Hatters continue to go on their amazing streak, again, 4-0 going into this game. So a quick note before we begin, Hatters normally have Maddie Murphy playing the starting center position. However, she is out with a sprained ankle and won't be able to play, at least not tonight. Although Hatters are hopeful of a quick recovery and a speedy return as the two teams take to the court right now. So 6 to each time to start, or 6 to each side to start. Hatters going with their two big hitters, and Jones and Lozier up front to start. Again, we've seen them time and time in the season where they really take over the game as soon as that ball comes up, and they can set themselves. They can set it up and put an easy point on the board for the Hatters, and they've done so to this point. A dominating force they are on the court. And let's see if they can keep that momentum going into the game. It's already a quick substitution. Howard comes on, off comes Bombas. So it's set, and immediately the set attempted by Grace Howard goes too far, goes out the back, and the first point of the match goes to PW. So again, best of 5, first game. Set, spike down. Santos' hit also goes behind the back, beyond the back line. Let's see if the Hatters can get out of this kink early on. Not something you want to playing from behind. Tipped over by Jones and unable to recover there is PW. Last one to hit it, Susie Bergen, the junior. And normally playing center, right there she played up. Looks to be in the outside hitter position. Ball set, Howard running all the way up. Set for Jones, however she can't get it across, and PW takes the 2-point lead. So it's 3-1. First to 25. The back Neves hits the net. And it'll be a Hatters point, so ball immediately turned back over. Off comes Lessig and Howard, I believe. Or no, Howard comes on, and so does Setsko. Off comes Lozier as well. And so an ace there given off of that hit. Howard to set. To the cross. Her hit. Doug. Set. Able to get it up. Jones sets it for Setsko, and her ball stays in. So there you see PW spread out a bit. Allowed that ball to slide through right down the middle, and they were unable to respond. Setsko again, another big hitter up front for the Hatters, part of their large arsenal and part of the reason that they're ahead in the standings. Set by Bergen. However, nobody was able to hit it, and it just goes to the other side. And so the Hatters will keep possession, 5-3. Robinson gets it across. Doug, set, hit back across. Howard keeps it alive. Over to Setsko. Setsko's hit. Down, unable to dig that is Strafneve. Or Neve Straff, excuse me. As the ball goes for another Hatters point. Again, the Hatters are very lucky to have Robinson in the back. She's very good at setting, leading the team in aces with I believe 612, 613 to this point. That is her total career stats, that is, not just in the 4 games that they've played to this point. And she keeps possession, so she will set it again. Gets it across, and unable to clear the net there is Robinson, so possession turned back over. I believe she was able to get the Hatters 5 points, bringing them to a 7-4 lead over PW. Quick substitution there on PW, as Schauner comes on. So does Watton. Set, Bombas gets it across. However, PW keeps control. It's back across. Setsko sets it, hit across. Howard sets now. Back over, Santos hit. Diving play to keep the ball alive there by Sophia Raffles. However, the ball goes out the side. Hatters get the point, leading 8-4 now. As back to set here is Santa. Eva Santa gets it across. Doug there. Hit back across and a nice block. I believe it was Bombas that blocked it, or it could have been Setsko just as well. And Santo will set it again. Gets it across. Doug. Ball goes out the side though. Ija Smith trying to get to it, unable to as the ball goes out. And a timeout called, I believe, on the Hatters side. Coming out of this, there may be a substitution on PW side. Again, what we've seen early on, the Hatters are able to respond to any attack that PW has, and they're able to set it and get a hit back going across. And, well, by the looks of the scoreboard, they're up 10-4. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job. And on PW's half, they're having a strong game. However, some of the hits that the Hatters have just overwhelmed them. They're finding great spots that PW just can't respond to. It'll be interesting to see if they try to tighten up and go down the middle, as they've been spreading out for a lot of the hits. And in my opinion, that's what's keeping them back from tying the game. So Santo retains possession, so we'll be back to set. Or serve, excuse me. So the serve comes across, unable to clear the net there. So the ball gets turned over. PW cutting the Hatters' lead in half. Or their lead in half. Set, Robinson keeps it alive, over to Setsko. Setsko's hit just inside. That might have gone out, however, ref says it's in. Hatters get the point. So again, a strong hit there, just overwhelming as Setsko comes off. Lozier on. Bombas comes off, and on comes, I believe, to be Maddie Murphy. So I thought she wasn't playing with the sprained ankle. However, she's on to set. Murphy gets it across. Kept alive. Robinson able to dig it, and Setsko's hit across. Raffles keeps it. Gets back across. Bombers attempts to block. However, the point awarded to PW off of Storty's hit. And just as that happens, Storty comes off, and on comes senior Julia Walker, and she would be the one to serve. And Hatters up 11-6. And the serve there by Walker goes out the back. And so point awarded to the Hatters. Again, 12-2. Pretty much a tame game to this point. Again, the Hatters really sticking with the same game plan as they've had so far, is get it to the top and make sure the big girls in the front are able to get that across and get the point. So Doug and set. And the hit by Anif Straff gets blocked. She unable to make it over. And Lessig serves for Crawl. And a nice little hit there by Jordan O'Brien, senior out of Plymouth Whitemarsh. Quick substitution. So 2 starters coming back on. Malilo and Bergen. Back to take that, I believe, is Susie Bergen. The junior serve way too far to be in bounds, goes out the back, and the ball turned back over. Grace Howard's hit goes across. Set, hit, back across Howard. Sets it up for Jones. Jones gets it across, however, PW controls, able to dig it. Goes back across. Lessig now digging it. And Howard able to get that rebound and get it back across. Ball staying alive, and O'Brien trying that little tap to get it across again. However, not enough to make it over. And Hatters keep possession. 15-7. Hatters with the big lead to start it off. And only growing. Over, a bit of a miscue, however Lessig is able to get it back across. Set, O'Brien, again with a tip. It's really hard to read where O'Brien's going to hit it. She looks like she's going straight forward, and at the last minute turns, goes left as she comes off the court, and gets PW possession right back. Back to take it, Raffles. Set, Lozier gets it across. PW responds. Get back across, diving play by Lessig. Kept alive by Howard, and Jones just hits it back over. Kept alive. PW still able to get it across. Racing there is Howard, and Howard hits it across. Raffles gets it back across. And a bit of a rally happening here as Lessig tries to finish it off. As Raffles is able to dig it. Kept alive still. And Howard digs it. Lozier setting up. And her hit still in the air. Raffles. Setting up now Jones. Jones and kept alive by Raffles again. Still going back and forth. Kept alive by Howard. And they're going to say that PW gets the point on that. So great play to keep it alive by Raffles and the rest of PW. Again, notable plays by Adja Smith as well. And to their efforts, they get the ball and possession. So a good rally there. As they're able to keep it alive, Howard gets it across. Setting it up. Smith fakes. And able to get it across there is Malilo, Caroline Malilo. Able to get it across. And while it was blocked on her own side of the court. As Jones, watch it falls right near her feet. Raffles to serve. Raffles gets it across. Santo to spike it. Kept alive by Raffles, however, in doing so, takes down her teammate in Julia Walker. And so the ball falls on PW's side. However, they have eaten into Hatboro-Horsham's lead. Now only trailing by 6 as Howard gets it across. Kept alive. Howard setting Jones. Jones gets it across and blocked down by Smith. However, it falls on PW's side again. So Hatters 8 points away from closing out this first game. Howard serves, gets it right down the middle. Set, Smith hits it, unable to get it across there. And the ball stays on Hatboro-Horsham's side. 18-10 now. And that hard work that PW has put into it, they ate back at Hatboro-Horsham's lead, however, falling a bit behind here now. As Howard gets it back across. Electing to let it go out the back is Neve Straff, and it will be PW's point. So Walker comes off, on comes Storty on the Colonial side of the court. Straff heads it across, dug by Lessig. Howard keeps it alive. Santo has to hit it across, and she does. Hits it across, hit, Raffles gets it across, and Bomba's hit goes out the back. This is something that we've seen a few times from her. However, her hit's very powerful, however not as accurate in going out the back and giving the ball back to PW, now only trailing by 6. Strap to the cross. Howard able to set it up, and Lessig takes it, a bit of a miscue. Santo thought she was going to take it. Ball falling and hits the court. Again, a bit of a miscommunication. 3 girls out on that ball at once. And earlier, Lessig hit it when Santo thought she would. And I think the Hatters just weren't set from there as the ball gets back over. And Straff now to serve, only trailing by 5. Straff's hit, unable to get across. Surprised the Hatters might want to consider getting a timeout here to try to reconfigure. However, instead they'll elect to substitute. On comes Setsko and leave that as Robinson in the back. Robinson serves, unable to get it across. And substitution on PW side. Camera is a bit fuzzy, so on comes Senior. And Robinson's hit a bit on a weird angle, and it goes out the right side for the Hatters. And now PW only trailing by 4. And again, eating back at this lead. Let's see if the Hatters can hold them off enough to get 6 points on the board. Watton serves. Robinson sets. Setsko gets it across. Setsko's hit goes out the back. So that will be a point for PW, and PW back within 3. This is the closest that they've been to Hatboro-Horsham's lead since they trailed by 5-2. Or no, it was 7-4. Excuse me. 19-16. And oh no, they're going to call it on Hatters' point. So Hatters get the point. PW does not. It's 20-15. As the ball gets across. Smith there to hit it. Setsko gets it down, and Smith able to dig it, however, too short of the net. And it falls on PW's side. So Hatters just 4 points away from closing out this first game. And Santos serving. Let's see if she can do so here. We've only seen, I believe, 2 aces, and both on the Hatters side. So the cross, Smith's hit, blocked by Setsko. However, able to respond, there's PW. So Smith hits it back across. Setsko hits it, and underneath the arms of Straff. Setsko placing that ball perfectly, and it falls on PW's side, so Hatters now 7 points ahead, 3 points away from ending it. PW might want to consider taking a timeout here, change the pace up a bit as Santo hits it across. Reffold's able to dig it. Smith's hit too wide for Howard, to handle. And it goes out the side. Off comes Reffold's. On comes senior Jordan O'Brien, number 6, and she'll be playing up top. Bit of an aggressive move to take off a libero and put up a outside hitter. As Setsko's hit perfectly placed, and it goes underneath the arms of Riley Walton. And Bombas comes off. On comes Maddie Murphy. Again, if you can see around her left ankle. Sprained, but she's still playing. Serve goes across right down the middle, and Reffold's unable to set it properly, or at least dig it, and hits her arm on a weird angle and goes out the right side. Hatters still keep possession. 1 point away from closing in game 1. Murphy gets it across, set by Reffold's. Up, O'Brien hits it across, and Hatters a bit cautious to go for it there, and resulted in a point going to PW and a switch in possession. Murphy comes off. On comes Isabel Bombas. And she stays off as well. So Hatters going with less players on the court, just to space things out. Set for Setsko, and Setsko's hit goes way to the left, unable to be controlled by either team, and Hatters surrender possession, and PW keeps it. Walker to serve, starting in the middle, and goes there. Setsko digs it, and Robinson, instead of setting it, Setsko hits it, and Reffold's, instead of letting it go out, which I believe it was going out, deflects it, and that will be the end of the first game. So the Hatters winning by 7, 25-18. However, Plymouth Whitemarsh not going down without a fight here, as we'll have 3 minutes to take a breather and go over the game plan, as the Hatters lead 1-0.
Hatboro-Horsham School District is requesting applications for Substitute Teacher Service, also known as STS, and looking for a variety of positions.
Camera 1 is a bit
We are looking
fuzzy.
for substitute teacher, guest teacher,
At least
paraprofessional,
on monitor,
and
that's
personal
how-
care assistant. STS is a district partner and provides substitutes to work in our schools. Anyone with a bachelor's degree who would like to substitute teach in the district is eligible to participate in the guest teacher program. The STS Guest Teacher Program is a free online training program that can be completed when it is convenient for you. Once the training is complete and all paperwork is submitted, the STS guest teacher will be able to substitute in any school they would like. This is a wonderful opportunity for those who would like a flexible schedule while contributing to the excellence of Hatboro-Horsham School District. If you have any questions, please refer to the information listed. Thank you for your time. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network captures huge events throughout the school year. Hold on to these precious memories by purchasing a DVD or video file of the events captured by the HHTV crew. Ordering is easy. Just go to hh-tv.com, click on the DVD tab, and the forms will be listed. Follow the simple instructions for ordering, and your custom printed DVD will be yours for years to come. We have a vast library of past events that are also available to purchase. From grade school to middle school to high school, HHTV is there to capture memories that will last a lifetime.
At Hatters Gymnasium as the Hatters won the first game. Again, best of 5. So, again, the Hatters won the first game by a score of 25-18. See if PW can come back in this second game. Trying to avoid a sweep here. And back to serve is Raffles. Cross, set for Jones. Jones tipped on the way out. I believe getting a hand on it was Smith. Could be wrong, it might have been Malilo. Either way, it goes out the side, and Hatters get the first point of the second game. Grace Howard serving it. Dug by Raffles. To the cross, and Smith's hits her hand a bit weird. I think it hit her outside rather than the bottom right, or the bottom inside portion of her hand, and it just wasn't able to get back across. Howard serves. Raffles able to recover. Howard sets it for Jones. Jones hit, recovered. And Lozier just getting a bit across. BW in a bit of a desperation mode. Let's see if the Hatters can take advantage of it. And able to is Jones. As he just, on that last hit, they went into desperation to try to get that ball back across. However, Hatters were well set and able to respond. And leads to a Hatters 3-0 lead. Raffles sets it for Smith. Gets it across. Lozier sets it. And Robinson on a bit of a miscommunication, something that the Hatters have had trouble with so far. As Santo was going to hit it, instead Howard came in to take the hit. And the ball went nowhere, so hit by Strupp, not able to get over the net. And Hatters get a point, 4-1. BW playing from behind again. Not a position that they want to be in. Then again, can't name too many teams that would want to be in that position, especially facing this undefeated Hatters team. So just Howard's serve there, too hot for them to handle. And Raffles trying to dig it, goes out the right side. And Howard will serve again from the left side this time, going down the middle. Strath awkwardly hits it, and diving back is Caroline Malilo. However, her hit unable to come back in the court and hits the wall and goes out of play. So Hatters keep possession, 6-1. A lead that the Hatters have been used to having. Howard to serve. On the left side, down the middle, and I believe she stepped in before that ball was released. So, no, point goes to the Hatters. Not sure what the call was there, but Howard will serve. Again, Hatters up 7-1. Howard gets it across, unable to clear the net there. Something that Hatters have had some trouble with, but it's not really plagued them. And again, they are up on the scoreboard, and that's where it matters. Coming on to serve is Watton. For deep for PW. 7-2. Gets it across. Jones sets it across, and Santos hit, blocked by Smith. Does not hit the ground. Lessig able to dig it. Gets over to Jones. Jones is hit. Blocked by Smith, and this is something that we've seen a few times, and twice on that play there. Smith able to block it, however that ball trickles behind her, and well, the first time they were able to recover, the second time unable to dive for it was, well, 3 of the PW starters. And Robinson clearing the net. Raffles trying to get to it. I don't think that was scripted, however, it does work in the Hatters' favor. So we're up 9-2 now. Robinson. Over. Smith hits it across. Back to Howard. Setsko. Hits it across. Retzel stakes. Located cross there. Now setting it up for Setsko. Setsko's hit. Responded to, and the response by Kayla Guglielmi. I'm not even going to try that name. Her hit goes out the side to the right. As Robinson keeps possession. Robinson able to set it, getting back across to Santo. Coming back, Howard. Howard sets it for Setsko. Setsko's hit, going right under the arm of Ruffles. Again, perfectly placed. This is something that the Hatters have been used to having, is that front line is able to perfectly place that shot and get points on the board. Again, Robinson, we've seen whenever she's in that position, she stays there for a while. And just as I say that, ball hits the net and possession is forfeited. So trailing by 8, Smith here to serve. Let me get it across. Set, Bombers just lightly taps it across. Set up, and Bombers gets a hand on it, but again, that ball trickles past over to the other side of the net, and it falls down on the Hatters' side. Setsko's hit, hits the net. A bit of a premature whistle, but I believe Setsko might have hit the net when she went to serve, and now PW trailing by 6. Smith to serve. Gets it across. Doug. Now Setsko to hit it. Bit of a loose hit as Smith gets it back across. Robinson sets. Setsko. And then Doug got back across. Howard keeps it alive, so does Setsko, and Robinson just tips it over. They're going to say that in Setsko's attempt to keep it alive, she inadvertently hit the other side of the court, and so possession stays on PW's side. So 11-6 now, trailing by 5. And I believe the linesman disagrees on that call. Just clarifying right now. PW huddling up, discuss the game plan. And we've seen a lot in the first game, not so much now, but once the Hatters get the game, or at least the rally, going long enough, they're able to keep control, and PW ends up scrambling a lot, and they're unable to respond to the Hatters' counterattack. Now the Hatters up 12-6. Back to serve Santo. Leading by 6. And Ball goes out the back. Repples attempting to get back to it. However, that deflection off of Storty goes too high and too wide, and Repples unable to make a play. Santo again to serve. Santo gets to the cross, dug by Repples, set up by for Storty. Howard for Setsko, ball blocked, and he gets back across. Howard sets it for Setsko again, and this time, third time's a charm as she gets it down underneath the arms of Repples. And again, that ball is just perfectly placed. You see a lot of times PW will dive over it, and like I said, they're diving over the ball and unable to make a play on it. So again, great plays by the big line up front for the Hatters. So timeout taken. Discussing the game plan a bit more. PW's played a solid game, however, unable to create many answers for the Hatters' attack. And it's going to be interesting to see if PW, again, decides to consolidate, and that's what they did near the end of the last game, and they were able to cut the Hatters' lead down a bit. But again, if they consolidate, Hatters are going right down the middle. When they go to the outside, most of the time it's wide and it goes out of play and they surrender possession. So if PW can just go into the middle, go into a bit of a huddle, it'll make the Hatters have to rethink their game plan and maybe give the advantage back to Plymouth Whitemarsh. Santo to serve. For cross. Set. O'Brien's hit lightly tapped, kept alive over to Setsko. Setsko's hit, controlled by Repples. Gets it back across. Setsko keeps it alive. Back to Howard. Howard gets it back across. Now Repples setting it up. Storty able to hit it across. Ball falls. Again, a bit of a miscommunication, something that the Hatters have to work on. Substitution as Storty comes off. And I believe that is Julia Walker comes on to serve. She's been on to serve a few times, and I think that she's the go-to server for the Colonials. Getting across a nice dig there to keep it alive is Walker. And Setsko unable to come up with a counter as the ball falls on the Hatters' side. And PW only trailing by 6 now. Walker gets it across, down the middle. Set for Setsko. Setsko's hit, controlled by Walker. Back across, hit back across, and the hit by Struff goes too far. And possession given back to the Hatters. 15-8 now.
31 for 30.
I believe it is Murphy to take the serve. Game 2, again, best of 5. Hatters up by 1. So Murphy's serve goes right down the middle, controlled by Repples. Repples going to hit it back across. Robinson sets it. Murphy sets it up. Howard, gets it back across. Now blocked by, I believe, Lozier. Kept alive. And just right hit back across. Set up, O'Brien's right tap pulls the Hatters once again. And that block falls down on the Hatters' side. So Murphy coming off. On comes Bombas. And it seems that Murphy really comes on to make those serves. However, Bombas, again, taking that position up front. Bergen to serve. She served a lot earlier, not as much of late. And she gets it across right down the middle. Howard sets it for Lozier. Lozier's blocked. And Bergen sets it up. Across, Howard for Setsko. Setsko's hit. Fools Straff, and it falls on the PW side. So the Hatters getting another point, now 16-9. Substitution as Robinson comes off and on comes Jones. And Lessig here to serve. Also came on in substitution. Bergen gets it across. Set up by Howard. Lozier just a light tip to get it across. Bergen sets it. Toledo gets it back across. Now Jones to hit it. And Doug. Set up and a nice block there by Lozier to make the ball fall on the PW side. And the Hatters keep possession, 17-9. Lessig to serve once again. Unable to get it over the net though. And a substitution. O'Brien comes off, Smith comes on for the Colonials. And Bradfolds to serve, gets it across, Lessig digs. Howard just hits it across. Howard unable to respond to that block. Grace Howard, that is. Junior for Hatboro-Horsham, taking her position in the front line. In the back here, Raffles keep possession, so she serves it. Jones trying to spike it, and the block by Smith falls down, unable to respond to that. I believe is Santo in the vicinity, and the ball falls down Hatters side. So trailing now by 5. Raffles gets it back across. Lessig digs. Howard sets it for Lozier. Lozier gets it across. However, her hit again to the outside, and this is something that I brought up before. The Hatters' hits when they go to the outside have not been successful, and their success is coming from the middle. So if the Colonials tighten up in the middle, which they have been doing, they have a chance at getting back in this match. Howard sets it for Jones. Rolled there by Bergen. Hit by Stroff, and Howard sets it for Jones again. Jones going down the middle, blocked by Smith, however falling. Unable to get to that is Stroff. Now the Hatters take back possession. Grace Howard, the junior, to serve, going down the middle, and an ace there as Stroff misjudges the placement of that ball. And an impressive play as Howard will serve yet again. Again, a successful ace by Howard. Again, right down the middle. Her hit goes across, and this time too far for Colonials to judge, and so a substitution. Off comes Stroud, as well as, I believe that to be Julia Walker. On serve, going at the back. Santo unable to control that ball. Again, hitting her right arm instead of her left, and considering she was looking to her right side, or her left arm rather than her right, considering she was facing her right, that ball goes out the back. So again to serve, he gets it across and unable to clear the net. Howard on the left side to serve. Again, a lot of the time we've seen the Hatters serving from the right, Howard serving from the left. A bit of a mix-up. Over Raffles controls. Bergen gets it back across. Howard sets it for Jones. Jones right down the middle, and again that hole opening up on the Colonial side, allowing Jones to spike it down. And really, that's where Jones has been going. She's unable to get it to the outside, but that's her go-to spot down the middle. And it's just a matter of time before Plymouth Whitemarsh realizes that and adjusts to that play. Howard setting, this time going down the middle. Serve. Cross hit, dug by Lessig. And Saunders with the first hit. Again, down the middle. It looked like she was trying to set up believe that to be Jones, but instead Bombas takes it and goes right down the middle, catching PW off guard. And Hatters 3 points away from closing out game 2. Another step in the road, being undefeated as Howard takes it from the left side now. Jess Howard gets it across. Doug now set and the hit across by, I believe that to be Adriana Storti. Gets across an awkward bounce as touching a Hatter last, and it goes up the back. PW trailing by 6. Again, need to keep possession here because again the Hatters only 3 points away from going 2-0 in the game for this match. So Riley Watton to serve, and she's unable to clear the net. So Hatboro-Horsham will make a substitution. On comes Setsko and Robinson, off comes Lessig and Jones. Robinson back to serve on the left side. This is her common position. To the cross right down the middle. And Reffels unable to control that. Perfect placement by Robinson. And again, Reffels unable to control it. So she will have a chance to serve yet again and put away this game. Keeping it alive, and I believe that is Bergen, Watton, excuse me, who gets it across. Keeps the game alive for PW. Reffels comes off, O'Brien comes back on again, that aggressive move. O'Brien's put up a few points for PW and fooled the Hatters a few times, but again, it's that trick play, and when you use a trick play too much, it don't work no more. Getting it across, blocked by Bombas, and she will put away the second game. So the Hatters leading 2-0, and back for the third game. Hatters versus Plymouth Whitemarsh right after these messages.
The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network provides a variety of programming serving the HH community, from news about our school district to our award-winning sports coverage to special events throughout the whole district. HHTV informs, educates, and entertains our community. We can be viewed on cable, YouTube, and Facebook. Come check us out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, hh-tv.com. HHTV, your source of school district news, information, and entertainment.
Oh crap.
Hatboro-Horsham School District is requesting applications for Substitute Teacher Service, also known as STS, and looking for a variety of positions. We are looking for substitute teacher, guest teacher, paraprofessional, and personal care assistant. STS is a district partner and provides substitutes to work in our schools. Anyone with a bachelor's degree who would like to substitute teach in the district is eligible to participate in the guest teacher program. The STS Guest Teacher Program is a free online training program that can be completed when it is convenient for you. Once the training is complete and all paperwork is submitted, the STS Guest Teacher will be able to substitute in any school they would like. This is a wonderful opportunity for those who would like a flexible schedule while contributing to the excellence of Hatboro-Horsham School District. If you have any questions, please refer to the information listed. Thank you for your time. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network captures huge events throughout the school year. Hold on to these precious memories by purchasing a DVD or video file of the events captured by the HHTV crew. Ordering is easy. Just go to hh-tv.com, click on the DVD tab, and the forms will be listed. Follow the simple instructions for ordering, and your custom printed DVD will be yours for years to come. We have a vast library of past events that are also available to purchase. From grade school to middle school to high school, HHTV is there to capture memories that will last a lifetime.
And we're back at Hatters Gymnasium as Hatters again up 2-0, looking to sweep this match and in the third game again, best of 5. Hatters have 2. And the team's getting set. And Smith was on for most of that second game, however, she comes off. On comes Raffles. One of the key differences, as you can tell by this shot here, is that the Hatters team is much taller up front, and that is something that is certainly showing in the scoreboard. As Hatters able to block more and counter a lot more, as O'Brien's hit the cross, blocked down by both Jones and Lauscher. However, it falls to the ground on the Hatters side, and PW has the first lead in game 3. Raffles here to serve. Howard setting it over to Santo. Raffles digs, back over, getting it across there. Was Stroff as Jones hits it across herself. Across now Smith getting it back across. Howard sets it for Lozier, and Lozier's hit. Zooming past. I believe that to be Leah Walker. However, they're going to say that Lozier hit the other side of the net. And so PW going up 2-0 here. So Raffles in the back. Lessig digs. Howard sets it for Santo. Santo just tips it across. And they're going to give the point to PW as it hit that bar on the outside. Raffles in the back, looking to lead her team to a reverse sweep in this match. Santo trying to get it across, and now 4-0 to PW. So their largest lead since the beginning of game 1. As before they were up by 3, now up by 4. Is Raffles again to serve, going right down the middle. Lessig digs. Howard sets it for Santo again. Raffles keeps it alive. Over. Back to set it is Howard. However, Howard, instead of setting it, hits it right back over and gets the first point on the board for the Hatters in this third game. So substitution. Lozier comes off. Bombs comes back on. Lozier not having a great first period of time. She'll come off. I believe she'll be coming on shortly. Smith hits it across, however, too far for Santo to handle. Goes out the back, or out the side, excuse me, and PW leads by 2. The captain, Jess Howard, to hit it from the right side. Going down across the left. Berman keeps it alive, over across. Now Howard setting it up for Bombas. Bombas big hit. And that is something that we've seen from Bombas a few times now, whereas some of the big hitters like Setsko or Lozier or even Jones will hit it with more like the bottom of their palm. Bombas hits comes from the top of her wrist, and in doing so, creates that quick snapshot and gets it across, and PW can't handle it. So just Howard hits, going down the right side, set up, falling on PW's side, and leave Howard and Bombas both thought it was falling on PW's side. However, it falls on their side. PW retains their lead, 5-3 now. Substitution ensues. Neve Straff. To the cross, right down the middle. Dug by Lessig. Over, Jones hit. Controlled by Reffels. Over cross, now Smith's hit blocked by Santo. Stinging hit that is, and Jones gets it across. And too far for Straff to handle. And it goes over. So again, you see on Jones's hit, she hits with more of her palm area and hits a big hit, however, not as fast as Bomba's snapshot. As on comes Robinson as well as Setsko. Off comes Lessig and Jones. Setsko in her position up top. There's Robinson in the back. Oh, so familiar. She's been back there on the left side, going down the middle. Reffels, and just able to hit it across there is Bergen, as Setsko's big hit controlled by Straff, and her hit again controlled by Reffels. Over for Smith. Smith has a big hit, and she used it there. Santo gets it across, hitting the line, and they're going to get the point to the Hatters. So perfect placement by Santo to keep that rally and end it, giving the point to the Hatters, tying it at 5. Again, that hit might have seemed a bit far, and I believe a few PW players, and well, I'd be remiss if I didn't think that went over the back, but point given to the Hatters. Robinson trying to take the lead here, controlled by Reffels. Back across, Lilo gets it across, controlled by Howard. Howard sets it for Setsko. Setsko's hit might have gone out the back, however, I want to say that the ball went out the back, and they're going to get the point to the Hatters. Not exactly certain on what happened there. All I know is that the Hatters have their first lead at the third game. Robinson going down the middle. Staff gets it back across. Now Setsko to hit it. Setsko's hit a bit loose. Back across. Howard keeping it alive. However, nobody in the vicinity to control that and get it back across. Hatters taking a beating here, and PW not going down without a fight. So oncoming is Senior as well as Watton. Watton to serve. She's done that quite a few times tonight and doing it successfully here. Howard gets it across to Setsko. Setsko's shot goes out the left side, and so PW takes back the lead. 7-6 now. Gets it back across, going right down the middle that time. Unable to get to that is Robinson, sprawling out, trying to get to it. Again, unable to. And so Riley Walton, the sophomore for PW, comes on to serve again. Robinson able to dig it, and Santo gets it back across. Back, and hit across successfully by Senior, the Senior, getting it across, and Hatters unable to control it, now trailing by 3. Robinson able to dig it, Bombas hit, just lightly tapped across, and we're going to get the point to Hatboro-Horsham. So Santo to serve. He's done well tonight in that position. Let's see if she can get a few points on the board here for the Hatters. Cross, a nice hit, however controlled. And Setsko hitting it back across. And I want to say it went out the back, and I can agree with the official on that one. So PW, I believe, got the point. However, Hatboro-Horsham now with 8. And Hatboro-Horsham gets possession. Santo keeps possession, and she will hit it back across. Going down the middle, controlling it. Smith able to control that. PW needs to get back in line, and Bombas hit gets back over. Kept alive, however. Setsko gets it across. Howard. Setsko hits it down. And Smith's blocked on her opportunity by Bombas. Bit of a questionable play, and I think that is what PW was saying, that Setsko hit it twice. Weber, Hatters tied at 9. Santo to serve. And she goes out the back. So just as much as Hatters clawed back to tie the game, surrenders the ball to make it 10-9 for PW. Smith to serve. Getting it back across, controlled by Robinson. Get it back across to Setsko. Setsko's hit inside and out the back. So Hatters tie the game again and get possession back. And the substitution, on comes Reffels, as well as Lozier comes on, and I believe Setsko comes off. My apology, Howard comes off, as well as Bombas, and on comes Howard. Grace Howard, that is. Murphy in the back to serve, gets it across right down the middle. Reffels keeps it alive, however, Straff unable to keep it alive after, and hits the ground. Murphy again playing with a sprained ankle, has that brace on her left leg. Hasn't affected her so far tonight. Get it up. Back O'Brien's hit blocked by Lozier, and this time instead of trickling on the Hatboro-Horsham side, it falls on PW's. The Colonials trailing by 2 as Murphy, the starting server, will serve again. Gets it back across. Reffels keeps it alive, and diving to keep it alive is Straff, however, unable to, as Hatters take the lead now by 3. Their largest lead of the game, and not match, but this game. Murphy hitting it, going down the middle. Set, O'Brien tips it across, however, to the outside. And that's been her go-to play. O'Brien's been hitting more towards the outside. However, that's the risk that you run with it, is that it's been going out of bounds. And Murphy, keeping possession, gets it back across. Up the side. Setsko hits it across. First activity she's seen in a while. From the other side, a beautiful placement hit by Adriana Storti on the Colonial side of the court. And this game tightly contested. As a substitution, Murphy comes off, Bombas comes on. So I believe Murphy's only coming on to take the serves, and she's done a good job of it. However, again, she's not getting much exposure elsewhere. Howard controls it. However, Northern Hatter able to touch it. And he goes over the bottom for Walker to serve. Julia Walker, the senior, hits it down the middle and sprawling to try to make the play is libero Jess Howard. And Walker will serve again. Walker electing to go down the middle this time. Robinson controls. Back to Howard. Howard gets it back across. Now Reffels trying to set it, and they successfully do so. However, Howard sets it for Lozier. Lozier's hit goes out the back, and they're going to say that it went out cleanly. I have to disagree. I think it did go off the hands of Walker. However, PW does tie it at 14. Again, tightly contested. Walker gets it down the middle, set by Robinson. Up for Lozier, and her big hit, hitting off of Reffels' arm, but unable to control it. It's BW. Goes down. So Setsko comes off as well as Robinson. On comes Lessig and Jones. So Jones, another heavy hitter up front. That's Lessig here on the left side. Primarily where she served from tonight. So set up. Get back across, and Howard sets it for Jones, and Jones' hit goes to the outside and too far for anybody to handle. So Chloe Senior has played a pivotal role right now in PW. However, she comes off as well as Watton. And on to serve is Susie Bergen. Junior to serve. 15-15 tie. And going out the back, and they're going to give the point to Hatboro-Horsham. Ball did seem a bit close, however, might have been the referee's angle that allowed them to think that the ball went out the back. And so Hatters take possession. Served by Howard. And blocked by Jones. Might have hit the net, but either way, the presence of Lozier and Jones up front, applying pressure, and the ball does not get past them. Here's Grace Howard to the cross, down the middle. Raffles digs over. Straff gets it across, and miscommunication there as the Hatters unable to control it. BW only down by 1. O'Brien comes off and Smith comes on. And Raffles down the middle. Lessig digs over to Santo. Santo's hit. Hold now. Bergen hits it. We say that they hit it twice, I believe. And so it will be a Hatters point. So on comes Bombas. Off comes Lozier. Straff gets it back across off the head of Jones. Howard almost played it, however, an awkward bounce, evidently. And he goes up back. BW only down by 1 and will keep possession. As a substitution happens here. Off comes Julia Walker, and on comes sophomore Adriana Storti, playing another pivotal role in PW's possible comeback. Howard sets it up for Santa. Santa's hit, unable to be controlled as Straff is the last one to hit it, and it goes out the back for Hatters possession. Off comes Jones as well as Lessig. On comes Setsko and Robinson, a move that we've seen a few times today. Tonight, I should say. That's the Hatters leading by 2. Again, first one to 25, and have to win by 2. So this is a very tightly contested game. However, Hatters having the lead as of late, and miscommunication there, as missing the ball is Storti. Hatters keep possession. They're 5 points away from closing out the game as well as the match, remaining in their undefeated 5-0 first place season. Going back across, Smith gets it. However, they're going to give the point to the Colonials. Not exactly sure why. A substitution occurs. Coming off comes Melillo as well as Bergen. On comes Senior, and in the back to serve is Watton. Riley Watton. Howard sets it for Setsko. And again, that perfect placement in between the 2 in the back. And no defensive specialist able to get to that ball. And so the Hatters take a lead by 3 now. 21-18. Santo to serve, and she's gone on some decent runs as server so far. Let's see if she can do so to close out the game. Raffles controls, set up for Smith, light tap, Howard sets it for Bombas. Bombas a little tap to get it across. Smith's big hit, not going off the back. Santo controls. Howard forced to hit it across. And they're going to say the Hatters hit it too many times. I believe so. So Plymouth White Marsh only trailing by 2 here against Hatboro-Horsham. Smith's serve, unable to clear the net. So a questionable call there, and goes the Hatters' way. Off comes Bombas, on comes, that is Maddie Murphy, as well as Lozier coming on. Off comes Jess Howard. So Murphy across, Reynolds controls. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien electing to hit it very strong way, however blocked down by, I believe that was Lozier up top. And back to serve here is Murphy. Again, she's gone on a few runs herself. Let's see if she can do so here. 2 points away. And a large hit taken by Storty, however, goes out the side, and Hatters 1 point for closing out this match and proving their 5-0 start to the season. It's Maddie Murphy playing with a sprained ankle. Back across, out the back, and PW not done yet, as now they're only down by 4. Substitution. Taken here. Off comes Storty, and on comes the server in Julia Walker. She's been their best server tonight, and let's see if she can do so here. To get the win, PW will have to at least get to 26 without surrendering possession. So a momentum shift there. PW keeps possession. Robinson over, sets, goes hit, controlled, kept alive. Reffels hitting it back across. Robinson setting it up as Howard for Setsko. Setsko's hit, kept alive by Reffels. Reffels across, Straff's hit, blocked. And we're going to say that in that block, Lozier crossed the line. It's a problem that she's had a few times tonight. PW only down by 2. So PW again has to get to 24 to avoid turning over possession and ending the game. As tipped across, Lozier gets it across. Reffels controls, Straff. Now Howard gets it. And now PW gets a point again. So I'm not sure what the call was there. Or I think that, again, the Hatters cross the line as Walker. And the hit by Robinson, unable to clear the bar. And so PW has a chance here. 2 points away from winning the 3rd game. Walker gets it across. Out the side. Bit of a misfire there. It goes out the left side. Lessig and Jones coming on. Lessig, a great server, and Jones, an offensive specialist for the Hatters. So Lessig getting it across, controlled by Reffels, kept alive by Straff, who gets it back across. Howard sets it for Jones for the win. Unable to put it away there as O'Brien keeps it alive. Howard, and Lozier's hit across. PW not done yet, blocked, but they keep it alive. Reffels hits it and gets it back across. Now Lessig for Howard to Jones, gets it across. Reffels still keeping it alive. Went back across in a heavy hit. However, Jones hitting back herself, but it goes out the back. PW now at 25. So the game tied at 25. and it continues. So to take the serve, Susie Bergen, the junior out of Plymouth Whitemarsh, goes down the center. Howard controls, a tip there, and Lozier puts it away. So Hatters up by 1 point. Grace Howard back to serve. Could put the game away here. She is the owner of the game's only ace, and let's see if she can do that again here. Unable to. Bergen keeps it alive, sets it up for O'Brien. O'Brien unable to hit it across. And so the Hatters now 27-25. And I believe that's the game. So a gritty performance put on by Plymouth Whitemarsh, and while the board reads, the Hatters have 3-0 on Plymouth Whitemarsh, tightly contested near the end. And again, a great performance by both teams in the latter stages of that last game. So again, the Hatters advance to go 0-5 on the season, securing their spot in first place. And with a loss, Plymouth Whitemarsh will tie with Abington for third place at 2-2. So again, Hatboro-Horsham able to sweep Plymouth Whitemarsh in this match using their size and skill. As we close out this game, Hatboro-Horsham wins the game 3-0.